Hey everybody, today I'm going to give you a helpful hint to when your woo becomes decapitated. We call these woos. We got one for each of the boys, and I love these things, I do. The only problem is they both decapitated both of them, so I came up with a solution for when this happens. Okay, so in this video you're going to learn how to make one of these lovely things for the Binkies that have become detached, okay? So basically this is what you need to do. So what you're going to need to make this handy dandy whole thing for your Binky is you're going to need to pick some fabrics. You're going to need at least, if you want to do like a fun decorative piece, you're going to need a couple different fabrics. So here I have a nice plaid and then a denim, and then you'll need like a scrap piece, and you'll understand why I need a scrap piece. Then you just need scissors, a sewing machine, obviously, because you don't want to sew it by hand, and then the Post-it notes. So the first thing you want to do is take the Post-it note on whatever the fabric is that you want to make your main square out of. You want to take this and just basically trace around the Post-it note. But what you're going to want to do is do it twice. So where this side ends, just place it right over there so that it's double, because you're going to fold it over, if that makes sense. So just line that up and make another outline. And then you'll see in the fabric that it has this, I'm not sure if you can see that or not, but I can, which is important. So basically you just cut out that shape. When you have this piece cut out, this is going to be the square. This is when, if you want to put a decal on it, you've got to do that now. So this one that I made before, I kind of messed up on, I'm embarrassed to admit, but when Baby Jax has it in his mouth, you don't even see the decal. And even if it was the right side, it's upside down. So Mama messed up on that one. Luckily, I get to try again. So on this one, I'm going to do it right. And I'm just going to do another J. We're going to have lots of little J beanie bag Binkies at our house. Okay, so I am just going to cut blindly, my J. But I did this last time and it turned out pretty good, so I'm not too worried. As long as I don't sew it upside down and on the wrong side, I'll be fine. Basically, you just want to cut out whatever decal you want. Now I've sewn the little J on. What you need to do is cut a little strip like this. It doesn't have to be completely perfect, because what you're going to do is you basically like fold it over itself and like that, so it's kind of thinner, and then sew down the middle. And then that part is what you stick through the Binky. So go ahead and do that. Okay, so I've taken that piece and you can see that I've sewn down the middle of it, so I've made it pretty nice and thin so that it fits through the whole of the Binky. And now I want to attach it to this piece. And so to make sure that the J is right and that it's sitting in Binky's mouth, you can still see, or yeah, when the Binky is in the baby's mouth, you can see the J. So basically what you want to do is you want to flip this part over, because we're going to sew around the edges and then flip it inside out so that the edges are nice and finished off. So basically just take the Binky and lay it down flat here, and then you're going to want to go back and forth on this part probably 4 or 5 times. Like, you want to make sure this part is secure and it doesn't come off, because that's the whole problem that I had with Woo in the first place. So now what you want to do is take a piece of just scrap fabric that you have. I have this orange, and you're basically going to make the little rice bag, because you want to have, well, I thought it would be better to have like a little rice bag in this pocket, so that if this thing ever comes undone, your baby's not swallowing rice, because that would be bad. So just a double precaution. So what you want to do is just make this piece slightly smaller than this, and then basically just cut around the edges, leaving a hole on the top, and then fill it with rice, and then you sew it up. Now you want to take this piece, and basically what you're going to want to do is you fold it over, and little trick, keep this part of the Binky like folded down so that it's easier to sew. But basically what you want to do is just sew around the edges and leave an opening at the bottom so that you can fit the beanbag in it. Okay, I'm happy to report that J is correct. Now the last step is you just want to close up the hole. So just fold it over, and then some people only sew where the hole is, but I like to sew around the whole border, because then I feel like it kind of gives it more of a finished look. So yeah, just close up that hole and you'll be good to go. So now you have your lovely little beanbag pacifier. And Jax did use this during, well, not this one, the other one. He did use during the day, and it was nice because if he dropped it wherever he was at, it was so much easier to find than just the green part. So, and he's been sound asleep for a few hours now, so that's a good thing. But if you end up making one, I want to hear about it. Let me know how it goes. I'd love to see pictures, especially if you do like a cute girly one, because I don't have girls, so if you do a cute girly one, I definitely want to see that. Anyways, I hope you found it helpful. Love you all.